Hello and welcome to another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of SimTower. On the last Let's Play, we basically just built shit. But then we also had a side play where we lowered prices of a whole bunch of places. Because when population is pretty much king and money is, still damned important, but it's kind of mostly secondary, you focus on keeping people happy by lowering prices. Which is neat. Neat. How many of these things did we build? Okay, we mostly built all of them. That's cool. And for this Let's Play, we'll be continuing the path of building shit. I guess maybe we should have side plays where we lower the price of shit. I've been avoiding it because initially when I played this game for my previous channel, we would increase the price so we can get lots of money, but then it kind of backfired because all this traffic, and then we were like, hey, I have to deal with all this traffic and also money. Heck. And left. Since we don't have high prices, we'll be good. Well, we have... Is it normal prices? There's 4 levels, and we're on the 3rd highest by default, so... Bugger! Need to be very careful about these ones, because they're expensive. They're $100,000. Which in 1990, maybe? Is a fuck ton of money. I wonder how many times the people these days will be like, oh, we'll give you a nickel for doing a thing, and it's like, but that's not any money, actually. You know, kind of like the old thing that you'd see on cartoons where it's like, you mow the lawn, you do all this work, and then the old person's like, here you go, a nickel. Buy yourself a whole bunch of things. And uncle's like, but nickels, inflation, it's not a lot of money. Also, heck, you're old, you pay for things, you should know about inflation. Yeah, but they just do that to chip you off. We're not I guess we don't have enough money to actually test whether or not. Yeah, it's a $150,000 car. Any of these other things being used? Well, at least these other things are being used. But not too much as the one on the left. It's always the one on the left that's the most busy because reasons. Is at least the top one being used? At least that. Seriously, what are you gonna do? You're trying to get to before that could be the 100th floor on a building that has like 15... getting towards 15,000 people. It does piss me off when I see those elevators move up with nobody in them. Even though most of these people, want to go up. God, I wish I could mod this game so it could be like, hey, you have unlimited amounts of escalators or stairs or whatnot. Because then I'd have 3 sets of them all over the hotel. So you wouldn't have to worry about elevators so much. Because in case of fire on my tower, you are boned. Also, this is weird. Where do all these red people come from? Because you see a whole bunch of black people and then a whole bunch of red people just appear. Not racist. Maybe they come from other, waiting lines? How's this? Parking seems to be alright. Hey? we fill out all these things? They seem to be nicely filled out with... Oh, maybe except for that one? I have to do the clickety-clicks. Wiggity-woogity. Coming for that boogity. 11 New York. God, I hate romantic comedies. I mean, I guess I used to watch them a whole bunch because we didn't usually go to the movie theaters because we were stuck on some small island, and parents usually get stuff like that. And they're okay, but you kind of get sick of them. I mean, most of them would be Adam Sandler. Would like Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison be a romantic comedy since there's like love interests? I mean, I guess since the love interest isn't mainly focused on that, then no, it's not. It always makes you feel uncomfortable when it's like, hey, here's this romantic comedy, and the main character's thing is, hey, just keep on going for that person, even though they clearly do not seem to want to be with you or have anything to do with you. Eventually, they'll give in. It's like, yeah, that's a bit of a problem there. So where are all you fucks going? 63, 54, 37, 61, hike. No more cars in the shaft, but we can't dig it then. Are we able to make another one? Ah, need more cash. So would that be a shaft or would that be something else? 40,000. Need to wait till tomorrow, I guess. So I'm gonna look up here to hopefully make time go quicker. Guys, raisins. Tired. I'm definitely doing better on things like being like, hey, I'm tired, can't do any Let's Plays, don't want to do any Let's Plays, can't force myself to do these things, so I'm just gonna chill out. Which is good, because sometimes I just need to do nothing instead of trying to force myself to do something and not really get anything done. Just need to give yourself some time to be like, you know what, I just can't. But you kind of have to really balance that with, hey, I'm procrastinating. Life's hard. I think that I've thought to myself is like, boy, trying to be alive is like playing one of those games, like emotional-wise, it's like playing one of those games where, hey, you have to get your character in the right mood to be able to do a thing or do a certain speech thing or whatnot. Like, hey, when your character, either story-wise or because their stats are a certain way, are happy, sad, angry, whatnot, and that affects what they say. It's like, yeah, I guess that's real life, because there are times when you're like, oh, cool, we can do that. That might make things a bit easier. Where you're like, hey, I know that I shouldn't be angry, or I need to keep control of myself, because this is a situation that doesn't call me for being a complete fucking moron, but then, you know, you unfortunately let your body do that. Or you can't control it. Just like, fuck. Hopefully this will alleviate that one elevator. Hopefully. Well, people are waiting for it, so that's good. Okay, so what's the thing? We'll put like one down here to change shit up. One here. One on every floor. I wonder which president or campaign or something like that said the slogan, 2 cars in every garage. I really wish we had more public transportation, better one in the United States. Because, like, cars are expensive. You have to buy them, you have to maintain them, you got gas and shit like that, and it isn't that good for the environment. I mean, granted, you can be like, oh, I can go from here to there, straight from here to there, but then it's like, well, if there is traffic too, and if we spend more money on public transportation, then it's like, well, then there'd be less cars on the road, and also getting from point A to point B would be easier since it would be, like, better. Shit. But we can't. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, they can be, but it doesn't work that well. Sometimes. Depends on who you are. It would be kind of nice to be like, hey, I don't have to worry about hitting somebody with my car, or hitting their car with my car, or like being able to look at my phone and do stuff. So I guess I hope at the very least we get what's it called? Self-driving cars. I would love self-driving cars because then there would be less accidents. Because, you know, distracted drivers, drunk drivers, high drivers, old drivers, young drivers, all that jazz. Tired drivers. Money, we are poor. Heck. Oh yeah, we're gonna make hotels, but fuck it. But fuck it. You know, I said joke like, hey, what's on the news? But hey, what is on the news? Let's see. Brexit. And wildfires. And field protests. Some games I'd like to play for YouTube. Prison Architect. I haven't played that in a while. Love that game. I like how, you know, build basic prison, but then you get more advanced technology, so you do better and you're able to do something. I like to have a high ratio of, maybe not high ratio, but like an even ratio between guards and prisoners. Because, hey, you get prisoners to do work stuff, so you get the money, you have tax havens, so you don't lose as much money, and a whole bunch of things. But, Like, I don't think I've ever done a prison where it's like, hey, not only is there a bunk bed, but there's 2 bunk beds in every room, and it's really shitty. I tend to like to be like, so that, when I go from like low risk to medium, normal risk to high risk, be like, make them less likely to shank somebody. Like, hey, here's a bed, you're alone in your place, there's also a toilet and a shower and a bookcase and a TV and maybe a computer. Just basically all the things you need. And then I always do a nightly search, because, like, when everybody's back in their cell, I always do that because they're always alone. It's hard for them to do anything. We can search like them. We can search the entire cell. We get that contraband and any holes or anything like that. And by the time morning rolls around, they usually tend to forget and forgive. Or forgive and forget. But then, like, I remember when I try to escape my prison, my thing is always, kill a bunch of people, mainly in, like, a dark corner, you know, like a gardener goes over there or something like that, so you can get a whole bunch of reputation. You spend it on maxing yourself out, get a whole bunch of people, max that out, and then at some point go on a killing spree, like, maybe somewhere a bit more public, have a riots break out, and they just kind of force yourself out of the prison. Gals have one job, you know? And you've got like 6 people to a floor. Why don't you show some goddamn, like, ability to do shit? We also have this lady here. Come on! Noise. How much is that? $3 million. Noise. I really need to see the TV tropes of, and this is going to be a little political, of all the movies where the bad guy is more or less based on Donald Trump. Because somebody said that, like, a bunch of movies, the bad guy is based on Donald Trump, and then I'm like, you know what? That rings a heck of a bell. I'm going to have to look at TV tropes about that. Like who and how many. You know, the large, like, overweight dude with greasy, probably fake hair, doesn't give a shit about anybody, manhandles things, and cares only about money kind of thing. Like, who be dat in movies? I should also do City Skylines. I like playing that game. I like the idea of SimCity. The only problem was, like, SimCity, those places were always just way too small. I mean, when you first go to those areas, it's like, ooh, these places have a nice amount of room. And then you go there and it's like, well, if I want a city with, you know, an elementary school, a high school, a college that has, like, a bunch of stuff. If I want a hospital with all the trimmings and a police station with all the trimmings and stuff like that, then it's like, well, I don't have a lot of room for residencies and businesses and whatnot, so that's kind of messed up. Either you have a decent amount of services or you're hacked. And then traffic was terrible. And probably, like, another bad thing about SimCity is when it's like, okay, so the police weren't able to get at this pickpocketing guy, even though we have, like, all the resources. But since one person was pickpocketed, this place goes out of business. And all the nearby businesses are, like, grumbling. It's like, it was a pickpocket. In a city of, what, thousands of people, you have a crime, and that's somebody going, oh, where's my shit? Oh no, maybe I was pickpocketed. That seems to be pretty low when it comes to crime. I don't know statistics, but I think pickpocketing tends to be on the lower side of things. You know? Okay, we're poor again. Hacking. Is that alleviating some of you guys? No, all of you just want to go to the left one. Why? Because you're cunts. Any merge yet? Seriously, we have like getting close to 15,000 people and not one person wants to bump up, please? With a ring on it? I tell you what. Okay. I'm gonna make sure. I'm singing in the rain. No, not Northwest Romance. How can it be terrible? It's terrible. Northwest. So that'd be in like Seattle? Just catch us on the wrong time? Or do we just have that much recycling thingamajigs that, in comparison to the amount of recyclables we make? Fuck. The Krabby Patty. How's business? it simulates what? Windows desktop? No, Macintosh desktop. We've had a lot of computers. Yeah. Maybe there are not a lot of people that want to go to sleep in New York. If you know what I mean. Motherfucker. It's like, ladies, ladies, ladies. You got a job to do and you are failing miserably. I don't know how you can fail so horribly. Probably should set these to that. I'll change that later. Oh, hey, we got the population we need. Nice. I guess we don't need to do side plays. All we just need to do is get 2 people to bump uglies with a ring on it, and we are good. Right now, I'm just thinking of... That's weird. You know, old folks being... Like, I don't know, I get these strings, like I say a thing or think a thing, and then it goes to something else in my brain, and it's like, oh yeah, I know of somebody that's, before they got married, or they were thinking about it, they moved in together, and then, like, I think one night family telling my grandmas, and they're like, that ain't right, back in my day, doopa-doopa-doopa-doop. Be nice if you had one of them be like, back in my day, we didn't vote for Nazis. Really? Oh, good to know. We'll deal with that. Man who got the cash monies. Oh, skeet, 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 skeet. Well, anyways, we're almost out of time, so I'd like to thank you all for watching another Let's Play by moi, the illustrious, large-hearted GamerWolfSix of SimTower. Please comment, because like comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and or neuter thy animals to help control the pet population. Oh, and before I forget, because I probably forgot at the beginning, if you want to play this game, link to it's in the description, which will bring you to a website where you can play it for free. Just want to build that thing and then do this. I should also probably do safety saves, just in case it gets the, this, but it never goes away. And until next time, let's play. Bye! GamerWolfSix, SimTower. See ya.